Hi, guys. Welcome to Wednesday. It is May 13th, 2020, and we are starting our Civilization X unit. And it is going to be a very cool unit. I'm pretty excited for it. So let's talk about what's going on today, the big rollout. Well, you guys, you already got the video and you already got the sign up template. It looks like this. So you guys already had the opportunity to get on and sign up with a lot of your friends or with a partner or just by yourself. I mean, if you make it by yourself, you have complete control over the whole thing and the grade is yours. Also, number two, if you sign up with a partner, you guys can divide things up like Craig Stevens and Rachel Douglas did. Or if you want to go big and have other people involved, Steve, Karen, John, and Rita, they're all together and dividing up each piece. All right, let's get to the template and let's talk about what each piece looks like. So when you click right here, you're going to get the example. And the example looks like this. And I'll get to this more in a second. Okay, let's go back to here. This is what you and your partner, Civ X template, when you click on that, this pops up. And this is what you and your partners are going to want to do. You're going to want to get on here and start figuring out what it is you want this to look like. This is the template, and this is also the script for your Google Slides and the script for your Wii video. And later, I will show you how you can collaborate on a Wii video in separate places and how to make a Google slideshow. Okay, so let's get to the copy that I've made. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click on the example and this is going to pop up. Boom. All right, so let's talk. First things first, you need to make sure the name of you, your partner, or your partners are up here. If it's just you, just put your name. If it's you and a partner, Steve and Rita, put that. If it's four different people, then put all four. Okay, the objective here is your task is to create an original idea and a new civilization using information you've already learned. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You've already covered geography, economy, government, and religion. We've already written papers about it. We've already gone into those deep dive questions. You can borrow from your treasure chest of stuff you've collected this year in all of these units. Let's take a look at what I mean. So, first of all, who's doing this? Put your names. The second thing, what is the name of your civilization? I'm going with Seahawkatopia because I'm a big Seahawk fan, as you know. So I'm going to borrow heavily on the theme of the Seahawks. Tell me about your natural borders and geography. Well, right here, why do people live where they live in your civilization? Well, in Seahawkatopia, in 3 to 4 sentences, I need to explain why. Who's writing this? Well, Steve Taylor did, because I want to know who the people are involved. If you're by yourself, write your own name for each square or divide it up how you will, but I need to know who wrote that so I can contact them if I have any questions. So, why do people live there? Here's what I wrote: be very, very thorough. People live in my civilization in the middle of our country. We have large mountains that protect our citizens from any attacks and provide many resources like fresh water and thick forests. Our city, Brian Bosworth, named after a famous Seahawk, resides in the middle of the mountains. All right, so I've gone through and I've explained in 3 to 4 sentences why people live where they do. You did that previously in the geography that you picked. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. How do people interact with their land? 3 to 4 sentences. Go through and explain. See, Octopia, we built dams and rivers and provide electricity to water to homes. The people have built many wood homes that we're famous for, and buildings from thick forests that surround our city. Our civilization boasts a large bridge across our widest river. This bridge is called the Russell Wilson in honor of our founder, another Seahawk reference. So you guys can see how I've gone through and done this. Now, the what, and you've answered this in your geography section we did, and we had our geography unit. What did you write about when you did geography? Well, this person talked about the large mountains, the thick forests, and the rivers, the three different parts. Now we have to get down here and talk about the economy. How does the economy connect your geography? Well, in this unit, we're talking about a mountainous forested region, almost like a Rome. And I went with a traditional economy. So name it traditional economy. Of the four economies we covered, this one works best. Okay. What products are made? Down here, Karen talks about Seahawktopia is famous for the resources. We produce products that the citizens want and need. And remember, I'm borrowing heavily from the traditional economy unit that we had, and I'm writing down information. This is why I had you guys take notes and answer questions previously in all of your notes in these units. You get to use them now. Go back into your treasure chest and dig this information out and use it on your final project. How are the products made? Who are the people who get the products? Down here for that one, everybody gets the products. Trust is totally what our business is based on. We make sure that everyone does business in a fair way and the people are happy with the business deals they make. If someone cheats or someone tries to steal from our citizens, they are banished from our civilization. No one from the outside is welcome into our trade. You remember that when we talked about traditional economy. I've incorporated that into my Civ X. Now be thinking, how does the government tie into this economy? Well, a traditional economy is best used with some sort of monarchy. And I picked a constitutional monarchy where there is a council of elders who keep our queen, our monarch, in check. How are laws and rules made? You guys just did this in the last unit. Who has power and why? Finally, what role do the citizens have? I've answered that in 3 to 4 sentences, borrowing heavily from the information I wrote about in our last unit. And then down here, finally, how does the religion tie into our government? Well, this time you don't have to worry about talking about specifically about Christianity or talking specifically about Muslim or Buddhism. You can talk about either a polytheism, lot of gods, or a single god. I chose polytheism right here. Polytheism. And then Rita, pretending that Rita wrote this, I talked about how we worship many gods. That's polytheism means many, monotheism meaning one. And then I went through and talked about the different types of gods using the names of some Seahawks. I talked about what is the book that guides a religion. I named the book and talked about what you'd find inside of it. And then down here, what is the core teaching? I talked about the core teaching that is found inside of our holy book. And again, I borrowed heavily from the information I wrote about when I did the unit on religion. Okay, so this is the template that you guys need to fill in. And the good news is, this isn't due right away. You guys have a chance to talk about this. So let's go back to Canvas. So today is the 13th. This whole thing is due on May 22nd. So you guys have a long time to talk about and to write about what your template is going to be. If you're doing this by yourself, you have an entire week to fill this in on your own. If you have a partner, you have an entire week for you and your partner to get together via FaceTime or however you want to do it on the phone or just typing back and forth and discuss your options of themes and how you want to break this down. If you're working in a group of 4, well, same thing. You have a week to get into this and talk about who's doing what, how your theme ties together. And again, if you're working in a group, everything has to tie together. If you say we have a command economy and you start talking about how you have a democracy, a command economy and a democracy don't go together. And you learn that through those units. So make sure you're tying everything together so it looks really cool. And I will be emailing you and putting thoughts on here about any corrections you need to make. So make sure your name is written down for who wrote what so I can specifically talk to those people. If you have any questions, as always, please go up here and click on a Google Meet, and I will be right with you and we can talk about it. Plus, I'll be sending forward the rubric packet and I'll be sending out information later about how to make a Wii video collaborating from different computers and how to do a Google slideshow. All right. Hope everything's going well. Hope you guys are safe. Let me know if you need any help. Bye.